Hi, I'm Veronica Wasek with 5 Minute Bookkeeping, and I empower virtual bookkeeping pros to become confident professionals and business owners. In this video, I'll talk about how you can work virtually with bookkeeping clients. Are you a new bookkeeper looking to work virtually with clients? Perhaps you've been bookkeeping for a long time, but you're confused by all the apps that are available. I'll go over the essentials you need to know to work with your bookkeeping clients virtually while being efficient and profitable. So what are the challenges of working with clients virtually? Well, first of all, even how do you do it? How do you work with clients virtually without them wanting you to be at their office? How do you work efficiently so you can be profitable? And how do you know which apps to work with? There are 5 steps to work virtually with bookkeeping clients. Number 1, you need to have the right tech tools. Number 2, document management. Number 3, client onboarding. 4, a monthly bookkeeping process. And 5, team and client collaboration. Let's start with tech tools. When it comes to tech tools and apps, you need to just focus on the essentials. There are probably thousands of apps that you can use to work with clients virtually, but you need to focus on 3 areas: service delivery, practice management, and sales and marketing. The service deliveries that I use in my company. For payroll, I use Gusto. For receipt capture, we use Dext. For accounts payable, we use Melio. For document storage and document management, we use Box. For client collaboration, we use Client Hub, and we're currently testing it, but so far we like it a lot. And since we work with e-commerce clients, we use A2X. And we also use QuickBooks Online Accountant. When it comes to working with apps and choosing the right tech tools, focus on what's essential, decide on the services you will provide. Less services mean less apps. So the more types of clients that you take in various industries, then you'll have to use more apps to accommodate their specific needs. And find a niche. When you have a niche, you can create repeatable processes that are much easier to streamline, and it's much easier to find apps for those specific processes than working with tons of different clients in different industries. Number 2, paperless document management. When it comes to paperless document management, there are generally 3 areas in which you need to look at and 3 different types of tech tools that you can use. One is receipt capture. You can use Dext. It was formerly known as Receipt Bank. You can use HubDoc, or you can use the QuickBooks Online Receipt Capture app. For document fetching or fetching documents from your client, you can use the QuickBooks Online Statement Fetching feature, which is, it works to some extent. It doesn't work with all banks. You can use HubDoc, or you can use other methods. For file upload and sharing, and this is for paper documents or for manual transactions, you can use a document management app such as Box, Dropbox, or Google Drive. You can also use other apps like SmartVault and ShareFile. And you now have a choice of what I call all-in-one apps such as Client Hub and Listio that enable you to have communication with your clients, to request documents, and to also store documents and share documents within the same app. Number 3, client onboarding. When it comes to client onboarding, or basically taking a client from the time that they sign a service agreement and pay you to the time that you begin delivering services, you have to have a very good workflow in order to make that work smoothly for you. Let's go over my client onboarding workflow. It starts with a signed service agreement and paid invoice. Our clients then receive a welcome message, just getting them excited about being on board with us. Then we set them up in our company systems, whether it's QuickBooks Online, CRM systems, etc. Then we obtain the documents needed from our clients, whether it's bank statements, a copy of their last business tax return, anything else that we request of them, we need to obtain those documents. Then we go into a client kickoff meeting in which we then have a meeting with the client. We go over the things that we need from them, our expectations, how things will work. Next, we'll plan our work. We'll make sure that we have enough team members to work on our clients, make sure that we plan our deadlines, make sure that we're all clear on what needs to be done, whether we're cleaning up the books, getting the books caught up, or starting our client on monthly services. And then we set up clients in any of the apps that we're using, whether it's accounts payable, payroll, etc. We get them set up. And then we begin service, but only when everything else has been done. We don't start a client if we don't have everything we need from them. One of the biggest questions I'm asked about working with clients virtually is, how do we get clients to sign documents or to sign my engagement letter? So you have a couple of options. One, you can use standalone apps such as DocuSign, Write Signature, and HelloSign. Or you can use an all-in-one app that will help you to put together an engagement letter, such as Practice Ignition, Go Proposal, Proposify, and Quotient. And here's a tip when onboarding your clients. It's best to have a client onboarding checklist. Here's an excerpt of a client onboarding checklist. Number 4, monthly bookkeeping process. In order to make your bookkeeping process efficient, you need to follow a system. In my system, we do the monthly bookkeeping for our clients in 5 steps. Step 1, we record transactions. Step 2, we do the reconciliations. Step 3, we review transactions and make any corrections, which leads us to number 4. We revise the books with the corrections that we have made. And number 5, restrict. We close the books so that we don't accidentally make any changes to the books, and we also prevent the client from making any changes to the books. When recording transactions, you will bring in transactions to QuickBooks using the bank feeds or the banking transactions. You'll generally be recording expenses, deposits, and transfers from the bank feeds. You may also record any transactions manually, such as customer invoices, customer payments, deposits, payroll, sales tax, and other such transactions. And you may also use apps to bring in transactions into QuickBooks. You may use some receipt capture apps, accounts payable and accounts receivable automation, payroll management apps, and other. Number 2, reconcile. You'll need to reconcile the bank and credit card statements, and if included in your service, you'll also need to reconcile the balance sheet accounts. Number 3, review. You need to review the bank reconciliations, undeposited funds, the profit and loss accounts, balance sheet accounts, unidentified transactions, and other types of transactions and reports, such as the accounts receivable aging, accounts payable aging, inventory, and others. Number 4, revise. So after you review the books, after you ensure that transactions are recorded properly, reconciled, and categorized properly, you need to make corrections and adjustments based on your review process. That means that you may need to reclassify transactions, recategorize, and make other adjustments. And number 5, restrict. Close the books in QuickBooks to keep your team and the client from making changes to the books. And the 5th step in working with clients virtually is team and client collaboration. The goal here is to reduce and eliminate emails, phone calls, and texts from clients. And to do that, you need to use some apps. You can use standalone apps such as Microsoft Teams or Slack, and this allows you to have collaboration and communication between you and your team, as well as your team and your clients. Or you can use all-in-one apps such as Client Hub, Listio, and Carbon. Here's a sample from Client Hub. As I mentioned, this isn't what I call an all-in-one app, which means that you can do your client conversations within this app, assign tasks to clients, request documents to be uploaded from your client, provide your client with links as well as resources. So how do you work virtually with bookkeeping clients? Follow the 5 steps that I've given you in this video. I'm Veronica Wasek with 5-Minute Bookkeeping. Sign up for my free Virtual Bookkeepers Toolbox where I share lots of free resources to help you get a jump start on your bookkeeping business. And look for the links to join my Facebook community and other resources, including my online academy for virtual bookkeepers. If this content is helping you, then subscribe, ring the bell, and give me a thumbs up. And let me know in the comments if there are any other topics you'd like me to cover in the future. I'm here to help you. I'll see you next time.